Right, so I found you a new piece of music. I don't think we've done it before. If not, you'll have to send me a message and I'll find something else. So I've chosen this one, get it in sight, which is called African Dance. Okay, so let's have a look at, I'll go all the way through, I think, really. So we're starting with the chords in the left hand, which I think you need to practice first on the first line. You've got B flat in your key signature, so that is going to keep cropping up, that B flat, and also the octave lower as well. So the first chord is made up of F, B flat and D, and that's the fingering there you need to use, 5, 2 and 1. Starts with a staccato chord, then an F major chord, so use the fingering that should be natural to you there, which is F, A, C, 5, 3 and 1. The same as you use in your broken chord. All right, so you go from the chord to start with staccato onto this chord, which is 4 beats long, plus it's tied for 3 extra beats, so it's very long. All right, I'm not going to count it all at the moment. Then you play the same staccato chord again as the beginning, and the same F major chord, which is tied. Now at the end of the line, this next chord is more difficult to find, so it will take practice. The C is common to both, so that stays as it is. You need to move your lower part of your hand, so your 2 and 4 fingers go to E and G, okay? Now this is breaking the rules a little bit because this is part of a broken chord pattern really, but it's not using the usual fingering. But there is a reason for this, because it then moves from that chord to another, what we call a triad 3-note chord, which is a D minor chord. All right, so it goes from that to that, so it fits more easily. So there is a reason to it. All right, and most fingering there is a reason to it, believe it or not. All right, so let's just go through that first line again. I'm going to count in this time because we start on the last count of the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and I'm now stopping halfway through bar 5. So that's a section I would certainly practice first. It only comes once in the music. Okay. The right hand has a simple melody, which is reflected on the next line by the left hand. Okay. But let's start with the right hand at the top there. Now you have got some syncopation, just a little bit, where you've got ties over the bar line in the rhythm. And we don't start on the first beat, we start on the third beat. So I'd possibly write 2 counts in, come in on 3. I'm going to split these quavers into the 3 and 4 and count. Then you count beat 1, which is tied in both hands. So you have to be careful there. You're not playing anything new. You've just got to count that count. Come on 2, then the quavers will be 3 and 4, 1, 2. Then you've got a repeat of that same rhythm again. So using that counting then, I'm going to count in from the first count. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2. Move, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I'm just going on to the first chord on the next line. Okay, so you could hear I was clicking where that first beat comes. You've got to wait for that. The fingering is as it falls under your hand. I think the only thing you got to watch here is that you use the third finger there and do 3, 1, 3, 1. You could use 2, 1, 3, but I think it fits fits better on the hand to use 3 and 1 there. So stick to what they've suggested. All right, and then you've got to move back to that third finger on D and do the whole of that again. There was a little staccato at the end, just watch out for that. This next chord, put the fingering in, it's 1 and 2. Okay, so I'm going to play all that right hand again from the beginning, counting in 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2. Okay, so that's a section to practice. I think I might have slipped my second finger in there and my thumb there. So unlike me, try and be consistent. There we go, right in. Okay, so maybe do that as one session of practice. Then we'll look at the next line. The left hand, after you've played your D minor triad chord there, is reflecting, as I've said, the opening right hand part. Starting with my second finger on D. So this is 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2. Move up, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1. And I'm just stopping on the next note in the next bar, all right? It's difficult to stop just abruptly like that. It needs to move on to something else. So the timing and the rhythm is the same. Again, look at the fingering. That's 2, 1, 2, 3, wait, 5, B flat here, 2, 3, 2, which is staccato. That's F, low F, right? Then you'd have to lift back again, but it's not going back to the same finger. All right, it's going back to the third finger. Wait on the tie. Move up to the thumb. And then just play that extra note with the third finger. Make sure it comes out properly. Okay, so that would be another section practice. I'm going to stop the video now and do another one for the second half of the music.